Well, hey, good morning, everyone. You know what? It's so weird how this chair works, where some days the armrest hits up against the desk. I didn't even change anything. It's so weird. Does that have to do with like the cold and the heat and expansion and stuff? I don't know. This isn't science. This is the Blue Gamer Bluecast morning show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30 plus year video game enthusiast, industry analyst by hobby. And it's not like I do it in a professional capacity. But howdy, Chris. Good to see you here already. That's always awesome seeing you here. Along with the others, thanks for joining. It's Friday. And boy, did this morning go by fast because it's like I woke up, helped the youngest get ready, took him to school, did my little walk, did some research to prepare. And before I knew it, I was like, wait a minute, I forgot to schedule the stream. But then I did, like a few minutes before. Here we are. Do we have some video game news? Not really. I'm going to look at some stuff to see if there's anything interesting, but then I might jump into some gameplay of a game I'm currently playing right now. Maybe we start there with what I've been playing. And you know what? I was talking about Dungeon Fighter Online yesterday. Hey, JimKillX. Because, yeah, JimKillX, you guys had brought it up. So I was like, okay, let me try it out. And to be honest, there was just so much being thrown at me that I was like, okay, maybe I'll do this later. So I might have to jump to that later. It reminded me of those games, like the Metal Slug Awakening. Like, as much as I love it, it's like it throws in your face all of the like systems for resource management. So yeah, I'll probably get back to it. I love the way it looks. And some of the gameplay, because I started off with the fighter character, and I was kind of messing around. But really, I've been playing Godzilla on PS3. Boy, what a fun game! Like I talked about yesterday, originally put it on PS4. Got it, and it's hard to come by. You can't even really get it anymore unless you're going to spend like $200 on a pre-owned copy. So yeah, just unlock some more achievements. And I like the structure of it. I never really paid attention to it before, but it's like you go through the story where it's him like Godzilla coming to attack and all that. And there's branching paths, and you can kind of choose, and maybe it depends on some things, but I know you could choose, and I'd go easy. And then what you do is once you beat it, then you can do evolutions where you kind of evolve, upgrade Godzilla, and then you start that story again. It's almost like a roguelike, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I don't think anyone has ever really brought that up. But now I have more moves, I'm a little more powerful, and then I can try to get all the hidden... It's pretty cool how they do it. It's like you're playing as Godzilla, but it's almost from the perspective of the military. And so as you're playing, sometimes there's certain areas that are like special zones where you click in a button, and then you get a camera angle as if it's being filmed by the human, but you're still fighting, and it just makes it look like a movie. There's 4 of those in each stage. Anyway, fun game. But, as for news, I didn't really find too much. I was on Gaming Leaks and Rumors. Elphonic, the developers of Friday the 13th, Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed, which I never played that one. Killer Clowns and Predator Hunting Ground, which is excellent. Hunting Grounds. Here's my morning sneeze, guys. There we go. It never fails. It's like a beginning stream sneeze. Anyway, they want to work on another horror franchise, and they're asking what people would like, and that's kind of interesting to think about what a cool horror franchise would be. And I would like to come from it from the aspect of what could be interesting gameplay. So I think one could be almost like Dead by Daylight does this in a way, but make it almost like Saw, where you have a group of people that are trapped in a escape room almost. But there's like a handful of traps, and you randomly have a trap on you, or there's a trap in the room, and you have to try to solve it. But as you're solving it, you could get yourself hurt, and as you maybe move out through the room or whatever, the killer, which would be Jigsaw, would like kind of set up other traps maybe, or if someone got away from something, try to, and maybe you can use, I forgot the name of the puppet dude, but like maybe you can have him in certain areas that will kind of like pop out and then cause more fear. I don't know. I feel like there's interesting gameplay you could have with the Saw movies just because it's game in a way because of the puzzles. Other than that, horror movies, like, I loved what they did with the Evil Dead game. But for an Evil Dead game, I feel like you don't do an asymmetric thing. You do like a story-based game, campaign, and they have those maps that are open world. Oh man. I'll always think about that. Like the Evil Dead game, if they just structured, like, they had single player missions in it, which I didn't beat them all, and I need to go back and do that. But more fully featured, I don't know. Anyway, moving on from that, new Blizzard open world shooter potentially could be in the works. There's a leak of a job posting. As the design director of innovation, you will be the vision holder and owner of key strategic innovations on an upcoming open world shooter game. So that'd be interesting to see what that is. It says open world shooter. It doesn't say anything about multiplayer, live service, which is interesting. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, apparently Neil Druckmann, the project he's working on, he's been working on it since 2020, and Sony is letting him do whatever he wants for this game. But he can't, they control the messaging, and I think that makes sense. That's a very strategic thing when it comes to promoting, messaging, giving information out there, so interesting to see what that would be. Was there really anything else? And maybe something I missed, but I don't think so. That's what I'm saying. Like the news, there's not much going on. Splinter Cell movie got canceled, which, to be honest, I always think movies being postponed or canceled are probably, in most cases, there's always an update. Better news than putting out something that just wouldn't be good, All right, look, I don't have any other news. I don't know what else to talk about. There was a movie planned, yeah. I think what Ubisoft is trying to do is make as much of their properties as possible into movies. I'm trying to think of, they did the Prince of Persia, Assassin's Creed. Those weren't too good. Oh, what was it saying? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to launch something. But, I think Watch Dogs was also a movie that they were working on. I think that one got canceled also. Because I think there's something to be said when it comes to getting a video game property and making it a movie, but you can't do it just because. It's like, let's see, what do I want to open here? Is it this? Okay, give me a second. I'm trying to get it to share something. But then nothing is happening. I haven't had that happen before. Okay, there we go. All right, guys. We're going to go, well, old school makes me sound young, I guess, because this is a PS3 game. And I kind of still consider PS3 to be, and this is 2015. But let's look at this. This is a lot of fun. I'm in the middle of the main story, which again, it's like a roguelike. You play through it again and again. So in here, there are 2 data points I need, 2 and 3. And you just gotta be at the right place on the map to trigger it. All right, let's do this. Godzilla is on the move. So what I really like about it is how slow you move. You use left and right bumper to actually like turn. So it really feels all big and tanky. Okay, so right now it's saying like I could be in 1. So this is what Data 1 looks like, even though I already did this one.
Stationary guns have ceased operating.
So, I'm gonna try to destroy everything I can before I move on. You're saying it's coming across laggy. Oh, okay. That might... I wonder if that just has to do with using the emulator.
Godzilla has reached zone 2.
Or it could just be the frame rate, because the frame rate's not the best on this game. PS3 emulator. Wait, well, do that. I guess there's jets for flying by, so he's shooting upwards. Okay. So really, a lot of this is just doing like a lot of destruction, pretty much, and you can see disaster level keeps going up, and the more disaster you do, the harder it gets. Like, they throw out more enemies at you. Yeah, blow that up. Yeah, and you have like multiple attack options. You have your basic combo that, like, you spin your tail around, and then you can shoot, and then you can grab, and then you get hit by that. I always feel like this is pointless. It doesn't really do much. You grab that, press grab again, and you kind of... But that's only really good for, like, enemies and stuff.
The generator's power levels are at 0. It looks to have been completely destroyed.
Alright, and then A, yeah, run forward to, like, charge into something. So on this map, I think Mothra will show up. So there'll be a kaiju fight. Oh, wait, no, I already have 4.
Godzilla has reached zone 3.
Wow, yeah, this gets to be a lot. Like, I would love to play the PS4 version. That's... Oh, there we go. Just... I don't know how... I don't remember how much... Actually, I have a recording on my channel of playing the PS4 version, so... I just forget how much better it looks. Okay. Let me think, what am I gonna do? I'll do this here. I always just let the thing hit me, because there's never been any sort of, unless I'm missing it, consequence to getting hit from the blue shield that charges up.
Only one generator still operational. Unidentified signal confirmed. It's here.
Cool.
ETA in 30 seconds. Godzilla has reached zone 5.
Right, there is... I think it's only one more generator, but I'm going to try to trigger the third,
Signal. Image coming in now.
data collection.
It's Mecha Godzilla.
Oh, look at that. Oh. Interesting. So I wonder if they change, as you do your runs, like they change the kaiju that show up. Or, in that case, the robot. Okay, what's going on with that?
Stationary guns have ceased operating.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight him. I'm just trying to trigger this other... Alright, you want a piece of me? I think I fought him for my first time yesterday, and it was pretty tough. Hopefully this isn't as tough. Yeah, this is going pretty good.
Godzilla has been weakened.
Cool if I could throw him in the ocean. Almost. Nice. Yeah, so fighting the kaiju, you get the evolution material that you can then use to, like, upgrade. Okay, now I gotta trigger that third
Now that Godzilla has
data point. Is that what the purple is on my screen? Yeah, I didn't realize that. Okay. I'm not seeing any others. Unless you have to have walked into it to trigger it or something, but it might be over here. Okay, so it's not here. Oh. Or have I not been yet? There's so much disaster everywhere. Pretty much been everywhere. Oh, unless it's the red that's up there. You know, I've never really bothered looking at the UI, but that helps. Bow-legged cowboy with a wedgie. Yeah, it's funny. But it works. Yeah, there we go.
data collection point.
So that's where, yeah, you can still move around, but then
Collection is proceeding as
it takes like a picture. It's really cool how that works. Okay, now we got everything. I can slowly make my way. Take a little sip since I'll be waiting. Look, this game is super underrated, maybe critically underrated. It's just the fact that they lost the license, so they had to stop printing it. Like, they just... The IP owners need to somehow get the rights back to releasing this game, or, you know, if the developer doesn't own it anymore, just because this is, especially with Godzilla becoming a lot more popular, recently because of the -1 popularity.
all generators in the area
Go.
are destroyed. Godzilla survived.
So one thing I don't know, like, is this just the Godzilla used the whole time? I think there was DLC for the movie Godzilla, but I wonder if there's other Godzillas from the other movies that you can...
Godzilla heading.
Okay. So like you can see, now I'm on this next area. I already got everything on there, so I would probably... Although it says enemies unknown, does that mean I didn't trigger a kaiju or something? And then this is one where it's a little harder, but I'll stop that for now. And then they have King of Kaiju mode, so this is just like a survival mode. It's actually pretty fun. I died at King Ghidorah. And then evolution mode, I guess this is where you upgrade. But it won't then affect your current run through. You would have to then either start over again or, you know, and then here, like I have tail attack, so if there's something, like one time I was attacking a generator, an enemy came up from behind, so I was able to use my tail to hit them from behind. Side attack, front kick. I like the sound of that. Kick during charge attacks. I'm not gonna buy anything yet. I'm gonna wait for that. My next run. Diorama mode. That's cool. You know, and this almost reminds me of the Gundam Breaker 4. Like, it has a diorama mode, but it's like the gameplay, the campaign isn't really Gundam-y. You know, that's Kaiju Guide. Oh, cool. So yeah, you are. Oh, got another trophy to upload. But yeah, so you can go through and. Wow, there's a lot here. So it does seem like it has multiple Godzillas. Because it has like the, I guess the first two iterations up here. That one. That one. I like the look of that one. Cool. Okay. Alright. We'll get out of this for now. That was fun though. Okay. So what we'll do next is look at the latest news that has popped up and see if there's really anything interesting. Yeah, let me go here. Refresh this. Phil Spencer reveals why Xbox isn't doing a mid-gen refresh. Harder to show the benefits. And I agree. Like, for someone that's such a hardcore gamer as myself, I'm not buying a PS5 Pro. I mean, right now, and that's the other thing that it works in Xbox favor. When they release a game like the Death Stranding Director's Cut that comes on both Xbox and PC, I can just get the benefits of having my PC. Let's see. Avowed's $90 version will let you play the game 5 days early. You know, the designs look pretty cool there. I hadn't really paid too much attention. I don't even know if I'm going to like the game, but we'll see. I mean, this stuff's going to be on Game Pass, so. Yeah, we saw the thing about Blizzard. GTA Trilogy dev calls credits removal a dick move. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Amazon, The Explorer's Legacy remake. I've never even heard of the first one. Okay, P-Cube to publish top-down shooter, Kusan City of Wolves. Early 2026. That's a long time. Oh, okay, they got a Steam page to check this out. Okay, it's giving me Hotline Miami vibes. But other than that, nothing about it necessarily stands out. Although you can request access if you want to play it early. Jim Kill X, yeah, my biggest complaints for GB4 is you can transform the small and uninteresting battlefields compared to the new GB of all things, and they still don't have Age 1 Spalo. Also, Chaos has a point. Yeah, oh, let's play music. Yeah, you know, as much as I like, can't, yeah. As much as I like Gundam, it's like I want to feel like I have purpose as I am playing, or I'm invested, because with that game, you can kind of just mash buttons and beat it. At least with SD Gundam, Battle Alliance, it would get hard where you really had to, like, block at the right time or do the parrying and stuff. Okay, there's that. Yeah, there's not too much. You know, news has been pretty slow in general. Even some of the news I'm seeing here is nothing. Beyblade X. X1. Never played Beyblade. I'm telling you, I am not finding anything interesting. What's this? Okay, well, let's look at this. This is something that comes out on the 21st. It's called Stranova? Is it? Stranova, okay. Um, oh, it's a 5v5 shooter. Oh, interesting. The lady was 2D for a little bit. Okay, so man, it's really hard to get my attention with a shooter nowadays, especially competitive one. So, yeah, not much interesting stuff showing up. Stardive, a second Horizon Lego set. Oh, set. I thought they were gonna say game. It's like, oh yeah, that's interesting news. There's Sophie Turner. She was in Game of Thrones. I never really watched that, but she was also in that last X-Men Fox movie as Jean Grey, and they're gonna have her play Lara Croft. I feel like that'll work. A look at the most wishlisted upcoming Steam games in November. Oh, that's a good idea. Monster Hunter Wilds, Deadlock. What's Deadlock? Multiplayer game. Okay. Anything about this game? Oh, Valve. That's right. So that's why there's not too much about this. So there's some beta tests going on. Yeah, for play testers. Yeah, I don't know what to think. It's a MOBA third-person shooter. Probably not going to care too much about it. Hollow Knight Silk Song, Stalker 2, Delta Force, which I want to say that had a demo, and did I download it and then delete it and not play it? Okay, no demo. Maybe that was before. I do want to check this out because I do remember playing the older Delta Force. First, it's a first-person shooter, and maybe I was gonna say, does it have like some big campaign to it? But I'm looking at this and I'm just seeing PvP. Looks cool though. Marvel Rivals, Civilization, Arc 2, Light No Fire, Arena Breakout Infinite. Wow, none of those interest me. And then I guess some upcoming. Okay, so this is what I am looking forward to. Star Wars Outlaws will be on Steam, although I mean I have it on Ubisoft Plus, but it's like I feel like this is going to help breathe new life into it. They've got all those updates that are going to be coming out. Interesting. They're posting everything on here anyway. I wonder if I should just then buy it on Steam. But I wonder. Yeah, my save would probably transfer because I think it's still going to launch at Ubisoft Connect. Yeah, it requires third-party account. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, getting a lot of mods. That's one thing I enjoy for like Battlefront 2. It's like people have created all new heroes, weapons that, weren't in the final game. And that's what's cool about all this. I can't wait to get back in this game. Honestly, I like it a lot. I like it so much that I want to wait for this final patch. I mean, just looking at this reminds me of the fun I had in this game. Just because there really is something to do. It almost seems like it's barren, but then it's not. And you can fast travel at any time, so it's like, I don't know. It's a quickly paced game. It's not a busy UI. Yeah, and them changing the stealth up, I'm very interested to see what that's going to be like because I thought the stealth broke up the pace, but it wasn't like it was bad. It was just not what I wanted. But I think maybe that's what the thing. People are playing the game for more fast-paced action, and it's like, okay, why is the stealth section here? Okay, well, that just about does it. What a boring Friday. At least we got to see some of the Godzilla game. I'm curious to see if there's going to be any more news dropping today, because sometimes news will drop on Fridays that tend to sometimes be bad news, but I don't know. It would be interesting. There's not too much going on. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you Monday. Peace out.